How you guys doing today? Welcome to the video. My name is Jimbo Baby, and this is an extension of yesterday's video. I didn't want to...
No, I'm sorry, I have to leave.
Bobby, we just started.
There's a lot to see in this life. I'm not wasting it here.
When the time's right, I light up and ride off in sunsets and Corvettes, like I'm the plug and you don't know.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to RFR. The success was short-lived on the channel, and I guess it's time to get back to the normalization, because there was sort of a wild start to the channel, and I'm sort of hoping it normalizes, because it's sort of back to the old grind. Yeah, like I said in my last video, or maybe it was 2 videos ago, whenever you jump into something like this and it's like, hey, I'm going to be the new star of the show and just the new person like that kicks in, it's very hard for the community to adapt. And so I kind of did the wrong thing here, and it was like 100,000 views on the very first video. It's not really, it seems like a good thing, but in reality it's not a good thing, because it's too hot and heavy for the like introduction, and people don't really care for that. As you can see, the trolls are out and about and well. But aside from that, there's been a lot of good support, and I understand like where everyone's coming from. We're on our way right now to Pep Boys for the Volkswagen. I'm going to be getting an emissions testing, which is just super awesome. Obviously, with the Christmas season coming up, traffic's going to be insane, and I mean, what can you expect? But yes, like I said, we're going out to get the emission testing for the GTI, and I want to pick up an oil filter for the Xterra, because she's about due for an oil change here in the next 1,000 miles. One thing I really quick want to address, that it's sort of been like a niche of my side ever since I've seen Mike grow into like the YouTuber that he is today with the car community. And it goes the same with like EMS, military, police, anything where it's like a serious job. People take it very seriously, and if you ask them any questions on it, they're going to be very thorough, very in-depth. And whatever, like if you're out on the range with some instructor and they're teaching you gun safety, they're going to be extremely careful and very, very, very passionate about what they do. And with the car community, it's the same thing, and it's sort of frustrating, because cars are it's like a manly thing, I guess, in a sense. It's like you should know how to work on your own engine, you should know how to do this, you should know how to do that with cars. And the car community is very sensitive in reality. If it's like, if you give any opinion, you could have two master mechanics, and if either of them want to give an opinion about something and one differs from the other, it's immediately like you're a retard, you're a pussy, because you don't know this about cars. And a very touchy subject, and it's so contradicting, because it's like, hey, cars, guys, the garage, this whole atmosphere of this manly thing is the most critical, and like just like there's so many pussies in the community of cars, and it's not you, but it's just anytime there's any amount of disagreement with cars, and anyone can relate to it, because there's just so many factions. I'm a Honda guy, I'm a Ford guy, and the second those lines are drawn, like with music, it's like, hey, I love all types of music. You always hear that. I love all types of music. And with car guys, it's like, yeah, I like all types of cars. I vibe with all types of cars. But in reality, everyone has their own side that they pick, which is, it's sad. I mean, it's good that there's like a passionate drive behind like selling these different types of things, and it's good for the economy, all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's sad, because everyone fights, and it's like they would die for this. Like, there's no need for it, because let me tell you something, Ford, Chevy, all these guys, they're not that important. Can't bring myself to do it. So I get it, everyone has a bad thing to say about K&N, but the only reason I went with them was because on the shelf, that's pretty much the best product they have. And I don't think K&N's that bad of a company. They just get so much flack, and I think it's because they were top of the line, and as far as I can tell, they moved production from California to Mexico, which is sad. But I mean, some companies, it's just what they're doing nowadays, and it seems like every filter I've seen up there none were made in the United States. The dilemma I had there was which oil filter to get, because you want to get the top of the line, best thing for your vehicle, take pride in what you have, take care of your stuff. And my two options were Royal Purple and K&N. And I went with K&N because Royal Purple is more of like a fluid, like for your engine type company, and K&N is, all they do is really filters. It's like a kid in a candy store whenever you go to these places. And I know people say like you should shop online, it's cheaper and there's more of a selection. But I don't know, whenever I haven't gone to like an auto parts store for a couple months, it feels fun to like just go in and shop around. Because if you live in the Harrisburg area, if you're watching this video, that like there's a stretch on 22 where it's like AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, Pep Boys, Tire Mart, Napa, like all these different auto places where it's just crazy amounts of, and there's more that I can't even think of. but where it's just like boom, boom, boom all in a row. And like I said, it's Christmas time, so it's nice to get out of the house and do a little bit of Christmas shopping for friends, family, and the girlfriend. fuck advanced auto parts. Like, honestly, this is a story I actually wanted to tell. My dad has a service dog. She's a 4-year-old black lab, and he like got her certified, like put her through all the classes, everything you need to do to have a service dog. So she's like to the nines, like costs like all this money to get a dog certified. And he took her, you can take her into pretty much any store you want, or I don't know what the limits are with a service dog, but he took her into Advanced Auto Parts. He has the certification on him. She has the service vest on. She's a very well-behaved dog. And they threw him out. He was like, they were like all up on him, like saying like, you need to get that fucking dog out of there. It's just like such a disgrace. And I know that's not Advanced Auto Parts who's like responsible for this, but it was one of the employees and the manager of this store. I mean, some people are just so like just fucked up in the head. So we're back home with all of our stuff. Luckily, the Volkswagen did pass emissions testing, so whoop-de-doo. VW did not lie to us on the 2012 model, at least. One of the cool things I snagged is this thing. It's called Space Tenna. So a little like mini antenna for the truck, because for whatever reason, Nissan decided to put a massive CB cell tower whip on the Xterra. A little pencil dick mini whip. It actually works. Copyrighted Christmas music. Cool. But with every good thing in life comes the bads. I just realized that my Xterra has a nice little bruise in the front bumper here. It doesn't really show up on camera that much, but in reality, it's a nice little scuff mark here, and there's some like dimple damage on the front, and some like, I guess, paint on the front bumper here that's a little messed up. Must happen in the parking lots. All the soccer moms running around for Black Friday. And then on the Volkswagen GTI a couple weeks ago, well, no, it was actually just a week ago. So I have a 2-banger here with a little bit more serious damage on the back. This also happened in the parking lots. Just people being a little bit reckless, running around, and bumped into it. So it just sucks. Gonna have to get some touch-up paint, and hopefully it isn't too bad on the back bumper that I'm not gonna need to replace the whole thing for it to look as good as new. But guys, that is your video for tonight. I'm about to be headed out to a Hershey Bears game with my girlfriend, spend some time with family, hang out a little bit for the teddy bear toss. Should be a great time. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, guys. Just want to get the channel off the ground here, start to like really get the ball rolling. But until next time, guys, take care.
Ooh, when the time's right, I light up and ride off in sunsets and Corvettes, like I'm the plug and you don't know. Well, why? I do these things and I don't know. Just trying to go myself to be one of the best I can.